Hey everyone, it's Jeremy, and welcome back to the Pokemon Gold game. This is turn 8, where we are playing Cameron, the photographer, the god of Cyanwood City, and let's get into the turn. Okie dokie, got a bunch more stuff than last time. So I did make a little bit of a change between the recording and the end of this turn. We'll see that here in a second. But we got a couple battles. So a battle in Dathan. Okay, so this is Chuck's army. Got a bunch of prodigies, young bucks. I threw in our Eevee evolutions because we had them, and Chuck always comes with a nice little bevy of. He comes with a Poliwrath champion, which is a little bit better than a regular Poliwrath, and he comes with 1d3 Primates. We've gotten all 3 Primates, so that's cool. And so this was the scary Yanma, Mr. Mime, Igglybuff province. So we don't really care about the Igglybuffs. Right, they're whatever. They do put people to sleep, which can be a little bit annoying. And they do have awe, so that is a bit of an issue. But it's really the Mr. Mimes that we're super worried about. And fortunately, these Mr. Mimes there aren't many of them. There are a couple of these psychics which have mind blasts, which is something we might look into, like abusing and a bunch of these. But let's just go ahead and watch. Divine Blessing goes out. Got a couple of salvos from the Glaceons, and this is why I like large masses of Glaceons versus large masses of Vaporeons. Glaceons, and like Jolteons to a lesser extent, because the Jolteons have like an 80 range thunder attack, right? They just have so much more range, even though they're significantly less accurate. They can just start firing into the masses way earlier. We're all scattered out because of the Mind Blasts and because of the sleeps, but we kill this province pretty handily, it looks like. So we lost 5. That hurts. Like, that hurts a lot. And this is why I was super worried about sending less. If I had sent 20, we probably still would have won. But if there had been maybe 15 Mr. Mimes and maybe 5 more Yanmas, then that easily could have gone south. If there had been a couple more Psychics, that also could have gone south because of the fucking Mind Blasts. Anyways, all in told, not too bad. Got a battle in Kunal, and this was against Giraffarigs. Now, this army, though, is much more intimidating than it once was because of all of these shiny Machokes. And these boys have 20 protection, 23 strength. They are chunkers. They're awesome. They're pretty amazing. I actually kind of like the blue belts better than I do the. I think the black belt is the final version, because the blue belts get 1d6 Machokes. The black belts just get a single Machamp. But Machamp is significantly stronger than Machoke, but I don't think one Machamp is that much stronger than 6 Machokes, is the thing. Anyways, on the other side, oh, that is a scary sight, honestly. So Giraffarigs are kind of terrifying because they have 2 decent range, basically magic resistance negates attacks, right? One confuses, which can sow chaos through your fucking ranks, and the other frights, which I believe is a minus morale check. It's like fear. And there's a bunch of them. And these things hit hard. They hit very hard compared to how much health we have. So each of these Machokes only has 19 health, right? My Prodigies, only 16, right? So it's absolutely possible for a Girafarig to just Psychic something and boom, kill it. And with our low magic resistance, most of the effects that they put on are gonna happen. Anyways, so let's see what happens. Hopefully we win this, and hopefully we win it without too many. Psychics come out. Lost a Machop. Mostly okay so far, it looks like. The Rhyhorn Rider got knocked off. Turns into a Rhyhorn. Oh my goodness, they rout. That's very nice for me, actually. Because if their morale had broken, I bet I lost like one or two guys. If their morale had held, I would have lost more. Okay, so I lost my Machoke and my two Machops. All I have are is my single fire white belt. Oh, that's the single fire white belt, and then a couple of. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that could have been way more dangerous, or that could have been way worse, is what I mean. And then so this is the change from last turn. I had my scout moving into Viridian City's lands just to kind of get an eye on things. Instead, I changed it to ping the throne province next to my capital so I could see what was going on there. And I just have it on a scripted for retreat. Okay, so we got a bunch of Phantasmal Warriors. We don't really care about these, except for the fact that they're ethereal. They'll die super easy if I can get something in there that has magical hits, but right now I don't really have much. Got a couple Paris, not really a big deal. A couple Hoots, also not a big deal. Caterpies aren't a big deal. We've got a couple of casters in here. We've got Emilia the Sorceress, which is a little scary. Bunch of death gems. This could be a lot of skeletons coming out. And then we've got Hath the Sorceress, which is a little less scary, right? Not really much that she's gonna do with all these astral pearls or anything like that. So, and then the officers are kind of whatever, they don't do anything. So this is definitely doable. I can absolutely take this throne sooner rather than later. Okay, so we had like I said, right? Almost every time I search, I get an assassination attempt. I don't know what's up with that. I'm going to ask the creator of the mod what's going on with that. I've played the mod before. I've played it on other cities, right? Other nations. And I've not had this happen. I do not know if this is just a Cyanwood thing. I'm probably gonna look up the events first before I ask the mod creator, just to see if I can figure something out. But yeah, something's obviously up. So let's watch this assassination. And again, it's a Machop, shiny Machop coming in, and we win. Okay, great. I would really hate to lose another freaking unexpected event. Oh, that hurts. 15. I mean, we've had good luck, but that's unfortunate. Okay, so this was a decent turn for us. Oh, got Vermilion City over here. We went now turn 8. We have 8 provinces. Pretty bad. Pretty bad expansion. Up here. We're probably just going to go ahead and start building a fort here in the Impassable Mountains. I've been talking to Saffron City a bit. They have basically been hemmed in up here by one of... Let me check real quick. Tenders of the World. Not sure. I know them by their player names, not their god or nation names. Basically, he's hemmed in to the north up here, and he's hemmed in up to the northwest over here. And his expansion routes are basically right over here, or down here towards Ecrutech. That means Griffin Rock is highly contested between the two of us. And I want Griffin Rock. I absolutely want Griffin Rock. because it's a 160 income province. Um, but my military is not poised to do anything about it right now. That many Heracross, and well, the Panekos are less of an issue, but that many Heracross is a potential issue. So I am probably going to just let it rest for now. And we're gonna try to take Debrithia in the next 2 turns or so. How much do we have? Maybe 3 turns. We're gonna try to take Debrithia shortly, and if Griffin Rock is still around, we might go for it. We're probably gonna have to be okay with being small, is what's gonna happen. This might be a decent place. Kunal might be a decent place for a fort. Okay, so we're gonna move into the Silver Wall. Go down here and start site searching there. I probably will actually go over here now. Although, what I'll do is I'll probably bring Sade back, and I'll put Mikasa out that direction, so she can search for fire and earth at the same time. Okay, we're dropping off a cauldron. Probably bring him up this direction, and then for now, just research. A little bit more research. Get up to enchantment 4. I'm gonna move on these shuckles. I could probably move on these caterpies. Shuckles and snubbles. Shuckles aren't too terribly bad. Snubbles have fear. My morale is generally pretty okay. This could be very shaky. We might lose this expansion party, but at this point I just have to expand wherever I can, or else. Sucks. That sucks. Alright. I'm skipping a mage turn, aren't I? And that's basically... In building this fort, I'm basically guaranteeing that I'm skipping a mage turn. That's really unfortunate. I don't think I can do anything about it, though. I haven't gotten a gold event. I haven't gotten a single gold event. And all of my provinces, I don't have a single province that has been over 100 income. Out of the first 7 provinces, these 2 aren't gonna have over 100. This is gonna have nothing. This is a death site. This is gonna have like Jack. I'm gonna be lucky if I don't just get freaking 15 afflictions on Chuck as he goes through. But try to figure out what's going on there. Okay, I think that's mostly it. Master Ritual. I can do a rock kindergarten. Do I have anyone? I don't really have. Yeah, she's up there. Can she make it back in a turn? She can make it back in a turn. Constructs that. Goes out there to relieve her. Probably puts 119. Put this on him. He's 27. And then we build a rock garden here in Homeland. And we start using that to minorly level up our guys. Whenever we have downtime, basically we want. I guess we can do that instead. We can get 2 guys, or we can get another Crush Girl. We'll get another Crush Girl. Just gonna have to. This is a slow start. Okay. I've been hemming and hawing enough at this point. This is about all I can do. I'm trying to fill in my freaking province defense as we go, but I am scraping for money. I've never done a scales build that has. Well, I say this is scales. I have sloth 3 and drain 3, but it feels mostly scales, right? I'm not like negative temperatures. I'm not like I'm positive growth. I'm positive order. It's pretty good scales. I've never been like I've never had this much in scales and had this bad of an income. Like it's kind of crappy. All right. I will see you all next time. Thanks.